Dear students, once again we are back into the language class. Yesterday we have learned how to write a speech. Today we shall look at report writing. Of the 8 topics given under directed writing, one of the most important item is report writing. In the past they have asked many times to write a report. So we shall have a look at what is a report, how it is written, what are the things we must remember. What is it? What is a report writing? It's a discussion on a given topic in a structured, easy to follow format. It's a discussion on the given topic. Whatever topic is assigned to you, you are going to have a discussion on it in a structured, easy to follow format. In a structured means in a formal way. In a formal way, we are presenting the discussion, but easy to follow. That is, the language you use will be very simple. Don't go in for plenty of figures of speech or flowery language. We call it flowery language, or bombastic words. Nothing of that sort. Ordinary words which are appropriate to the situation. You must be able to choose the right word, ordinary word, and express it in such a way that people easily follow. And often you are asked to write a report to newspaper, and the newspaper language, they are the layman's language. All of them are not highly learned people. So they must be able to cater to the needs of ordinary people also. So the language should be very simple and easy to understand. So that is a report. So it's a discussion on a given topic in a formal way but using simple language. Reports are divided into sections with headings and subheadings. Reports are divided into sections using headings and subheadings. That is, you are already given. Normally they give you the guidelines. So according to that, you divide them into sections. For example, the model given to you here, page number 125 in your textbook, page number 125, model report, a newspaper report. So it's about a terrorist attack on a Diwali shopping day. So they have named it as Diwali shoppers saved, terrorists killed. That's the heading. So what are the given outline is given here: day and time, police action, lead on the terrorists, policemen in plain clothes, laid a trap in the parking area, firing by the terrorists, police firing, terrorists killed, goods recovered from the terrorists, statement by the Joint Commissioner of Police. So all these things should be included. Everything that is given in the heading should be included, all the titles. So headings and subtitles, with that you formulate into sections, small sections. But you don't name them. No naming of the sections, but you divide them into sections. For example, if you look at the report given here, the model report, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 paragraphs are there. 10 paragraphs. So whatever is there given the main headings, for every heading there is a paragraph. So you don't write heading for paragraphs, but divide them into paragraphs. And if you want, you can underline the keyword. For example, policeman in plain clothes laid a trap in the parking area. So you can use that one in a smaller paragraph, and that word can be underlined. Firing by the terrorists. So every word given there, every heading should be included, and they could be underlined, but not you don't write them as headings. Reports can be academic, technical, business related, current affairs, travel related. So you can be asked to write reports on any of the following. Academic, for example, the study habits of students of St. Teresa School, or the toppers of the school, how do they achieve great things, whatever it may be. Technical, business related, could be about marketing, could be about trade, business. Current affairs, normally for the newspaper report, you take up current affairs. Travel related, they can ask you to write a report about certain places of importance, historically important. For example, about maybe here they have given an article about Rajasthan. You have two model reports. Second one is about travel brochure outline. Rajasthan, the land of its culture, location, major tourist attractions, best time to visit, accommodation, connectivity. So they can ask you to write about Rajasthan, they can ask you to write about Taj Mahal. It could be about Kanyakumari, anything. So those are travel brochures. So they are also coming under report. Then you'll ask, what is the purpose of the report? Why do we write a report? What is the purpose? To find out what you have learned from your reading, research and experiences. To find out how much a student has learned from his or her reading, research or experience. From reading, research or experience, what did the student learn? To find out that only, they are asking you to write the report. What is to be reported? What should be report? What items or what things should be report? We report what you observed, what you heard and what you have done. What you observed, what you heard, what you have done. In other words, you can say facts and findings. Facts and findings. That's what we report. Here you are asked to write about the terrorist attack on a shopping mall during the Diwali. Suppose you are asked to write about the bad conditions of roads in Uttar Pradesh. The bad conditions of roads in Uttar Pradesh. You can write a report. What do you write? You write what you observed. You travel to different places from here. You travel to Gorakhpur, you travel to various places, Varanasi, Lucknow, different places you travel. Also you travel to some villages and semi-urban areas, and whatever you have observed regarding roads, you write. Whatever you heard from people, ask people what is their opinion. You may not be able to travel all the way, all the places. So you can ask people in different places, interview them and find out how are the roads, what is their opinion. What you heard you can write. What you have done, have you done anything to improve the situation? That also you can write. So, facts and findings. We report them. So, having said, what is a report? What are the areas a report covers, like academic, technical, business, current affairs, and travel? Then we have seen the purpose of it and we know what to report. But all these things have to be put in the right format. That is important. What is the format? Like most of the writings we have seen, heading. Normally we have an introduction, body and conclusion. In the report we have two other items. In most of the topics we have seen in the report writing, they have a introduction, body and conclusion. All those three things are there. Adding to that, we have two extra things here. One is heading and another one is byline. First, heading. What is heading? Expressive of the contents of the report. You are only given the topic. You are not given the heading. For example, here outline is given. Day and time, police action, lead on the terrorist, policemen in plain clothes laid a trap in the parking area, firing by the terrorists, police firing, terrorists killed, goods recovered from the terrorist, statement by the joint commissioner of police. Only that much is given. You have to give a appropriate heading. Here they have given Diwali shoppers saved - terrorists killed. You can have different headings, different titles can be given. But it should be connected to the topic. Give an apt title, a fitting title. The title should more or less reveal what is it about. Expressive of the contents of the report. Content, you know. Content means what it includes. What all things are given in the report. That should be expressed. Looking at the heading, you must be able to say, okay, this report is about such a thing. So that's the first thing, heading. Don't forget to give a heading. If you don't give heading, you will lose marks. Second one is byline. Byline. What is a byline? Byline is a line in the newspaper in which they give the name of the author, reporter. Byline is a line in the newspaper where they write the name of the reporter. So here byline we mean name of the reporter. And if it is a newspaper report, you have to write date and place. For a newspaper report, you have to write date and place. Here, the first model they have given is the newspaper report. See, Peter D'Souza, New Delhi, November 3rd. Peter D'Souza, that is byline. New Delhi is a place, November 3rd date. So for a newspaper report, all three should be there. All three should be there. That is byline, place and date. There are some other reports you may not need. For example, a travel voucher. Next model. There, none of these things are needed. Reporter name is not needed. Place name is not needed. Date also is not needed. So only in newspaper reporting you should have. So heading, byline. Never give your personal details in the exam. When you are writing a report outside, it's okay. But when you are writing it for the board exam, don't give your personal details. Don't give your name and address and things like that. Sometimes they'll give you the name of the reporter. You are reporting as so and so. Then there's no problem. If it's not given, you give some name other than your name. Don't give your name. Third one is introduction. So first one is heading, second one is byline, third one is introduction. Introduction is opening paragraph. Opening paragraph is the introduction. Fourth one is body. In body, it's account of the event in detail. Account of the event in detail. That is a body. So body of the report is an account of the event in detail. Account means description, an explanation, an account. Account means details. Account of the event in detail chronologically. Chronologically. What is the meaning of chronologically? You are not, last year you studied history, no? Chronology. What is chronology? Chronology means as it happened, according to the date. According to the date. So, suppose you are writing about something that happened between 2010 and 20. Then you must start with 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, chronological reporting. Chronologically you must write. As it happened, date-wise you must write. So that is a body. Account of the event in detail chronologically. You can have two paragraphs. You can have two paragraphs of a body or even three, no problem. 2 or 3. But not one. Better to have at least 2. Then you have conclusion. In conclusion what do you write? Description of how the event ends. Description of how the event ends. For example, here the Diwali shoppers saved, terrorists killed. So, the terrorists were killed and the shoppers were saved. So, at the end what happened? Description of how the event ended. So, here the event ends by a statement given by the Commissioner of the Police. The Commissioner of the Police briefs about the event. He said that the teams at the shopping mall had been specially instructed to ensure that the general public came to no harm. He said that the teams at the shopping mall, that is a police team, had been especially instructed to ensure that the general public came to no harm. So, we had made all the arrangements so that no public is hurt. So, that is a conclusion. So, you can have a conclusion like that. Conclusion, description of how the event ended, action taken place. In the newspaper report, that's what we are seeing. Here I can say the action taken place can be added. If it's a travel voucher, no need of action taken. There is no action there, only describing the place or about the travel. But in a newspaper report, what is action taken? That can be explained in the conclusion, but very short. So these are the things you have to remember regarding writing of a report. Writing report is very important. Maybe you can look up few examples in the net. Maybe if I also may forward a few of them, because it's very important and you need to pay more attention to this topic. Thank you. All the best.